Hey, hello everybody. It is Anita here. I'm blocking the Christmas tree. It'd be nice for you to see that. Anita here from Fast Cash to Freedom, Liberate Me. And we are on day 4 of the 30-day challenge. I'm almost knotted, sorry about that. I have a bit of a cold. Somehow in Singapore, it's been kind of rainy and spring-like, which is very odd because usually we're in the 30s and really hot and humid. But it's kind of nice because it's given us the Christmas feeling. So how are you guys all doing? How have you found day 1, 2, and 3? Let me have your thoughts. Let me have your questions. Let me have any topics you'd like to learn about, okay? So today's going to be short and sweet. So you don't have to hear me sniffling too much, but I made a commitment. So I'm showing up here for you with 30 different pieces over the next 30 days, okay? And I'm going to come live for those, as many as possible. I want to come live for all of them. But if not, you will get something from me, okay? So I'm super excited to be here. So today I'm going to be talking, are you scared? Are you scared of leaping from the corporate world or your current position, whether you're in a crossroads, into business? Right? In the fear that you'll never make that kind of money. You won't be able to match that kind of money. You won't be able to go over it, or maybe you will, but with a lot of work. And then there's some confusion around, what is it that you're even going to do? And you're trying to, what could you do? And trying to make a logical decision about that even. Or you just think it's a pipe dream, maybe one day, and you stay where you are, you kind of stay stuck. So let me know if that's you, okay? If you're not here live, because I know we're coming up to Christmas, so everyone's doing lots of lovely things every day, getting cozy with the family and things, I'm sure. But if you're here on the replay, then just give me a hashtag replay and let me know if that's you, okay? And also, what the biggest challenge for you is, okay? So I can get even more precise in what I give you over the next 30 days, okay? So today I am going to be busting that myth, because it is an absolute myth. Look, I totally get it. When I made the leap from the corporate world into business, I did not think that was possible either. I made it really fucking hard work for myself, like unbelievably hard work. Trying to work out what it is I could do, trying to work out the skills I had. I just knew I didn't want to go back to the corporate world. I just thought, I can't do that anymore. Is this it? I've got to the top of that ladder, but it didn't feel like my ladder, even though I'd worked so hard, because it wasn't. So, if you maybe some of you know some of my background. I'm a UK-born Indian, and I lived up to expectations. So I didn't live up to, and it's not just because I'm UK-born Indian. This happens to all of us. We don't even realize that we're doing it. It's very subconscious that we kind of replicate what's around us, not necessarily what we were here to do. It's not that we're not very good at it. We are very good at it. And the fact, which just shows we can be very successful at something, even if we don't really, really love it, or we can convince ourselves and work really hard. And actually the transition out of the corporate world into fast cash to freedom, as I call it, the liberated way, doesn't require the same formula. That's why it's so important to know the system and kind of shortcut it. Well, not kind of, shortcut it completely and do it in a completely different way. So that's what I'm going to be busting today, just looking at my notes, because I tend to go off. If you have questions, let me have them as well. So I'm going to give you the truth around where your money block comes from, okay? And that's what it is. That you may have not have heard that term before. You may have heard it. What the fuck is a money block, right? It means that you're somehow subconsciously stopping yourself from allowing money and receiving money easily. You're making it hard work. Why? Because your conscious mind, your ego mind, which is really not the smartest piece of kit, okay? Just so you're aware. So your conscious mind can only concentrate on one or two things at a time. It's full of fear. It thinks that a saber-toothed tiger is going to jump out you at any minute. This is why when you think about taking that leap and starting your own business, or wanting to get away and, create a life of meaning and purpose and a cool lifestyle with luxury and, working 1 or 2 days a week, whatever you desire, it starts going, no, that's too scary. You can't do that. And how are you going to be visible? you don't have the confidence. You don't know what you're doing. But the subconscious mind and your soul is exquisite. And it's got everything you need there. Okay, so it's that ego mind, the one that thinks a saber-toothed tiger is going to pop out at us all of the time. I mean, just notice that. It's got that feeling going, right? It's that primitive. And we are living from that sort of primitive place. So it creates this idea, right? The stories we tell ourselves around money, right? So what is it around money that we're telling ourselves? And I was certainly telling myself it has to be hard work, right? It has to be hard work. You have to do a lot of work to receive money. So that's a belief. So changing those beliefs to the actual truth. So what are your beliefs about money right now? So just grab a pen, write those down, okay? I'm also going to give you a tool today to start removing these blocks for you, okay? And it's super simple, easy to do, and a great time to do it over the sort of Christmas and New Year period as well, to start opening you up to receive the belief that you can do this, number one, because you can, yeah, you totally can, and the actual practical evidence of that, okay? So sometimes your money block isn't really the issue, okay? It isn't really that money is an issue, but it feels like money is the issue. That's what, that's the fear, right? So I'm holding this in my hand. It's a bit painful, trying to give you a good view of the Christmas tree. It's actually another problem in disguise, right? It's very sneaky. It's like, oh, you can't leave your job, or you can't afford to invest in yourself. You can't afford to invest in a business. You don't know what you're doing. The fee is too big. It will take too long to replicate or to meet the same income. And actually, one of my private clients, and I will call her Jessica, okay? Because a lot of my clients like to stay private, right? She started working with me a few months ago. And she really wanted to turn what has become quite an expensive hobby, right? That's what can happen with businesses. Or some people are at work trying to create a business on the side, and it's exhausting, right? You want that transition to happen fast. And in order for that to happen is for the money and income to match what you're already earning or go well above that in your transition, so you don't even miss a month of income, which is what we do here, okay? So when we started me out, she sort of, let me tell you her results to start with. So her results is that within the first month, she hit the same income in the corporate world that she was on, and she made that transition. And then she doubled her income. And then by the time we finished, at the end of the 12 weeks, it was quadrupled. Okay? On what she was designing personally. Okay? Because everybody's different. And whatever you want is fine. Whatever you want is fine. Okay? It's about we get clear on that at the beginning. So when we started out, I asked her what she was like at receiving. And she kind of looked at me like, what are you talking about, Anita? Right? What does that even mean? What are you like at receiving? I said things like receiving compliments, letting someone pay for dinner, or accepting presents, asking for help, receiving help easily. But what came up is like, oh, no, I don't really do that. Yeah, so if someone offers me to help, even if I'm at the shops, so like, I'll get those bags. Shall I help you with those? Oh, no, I'm okay, thanks. Right? We do that a lot. Just notice yourself. This is your tool. Notice yourself starting to do this. Okay? No, that's all right. I've got it. No problem. I got it. We kind of do this, especially as women. Okay? Rather than saying, oh, thank you. Yes, that would be lovely. Yeah? And when we are really overwhelmed doing everything, as women, we tend to just keep doing it, right? Which kind of turns us into a bit of a martyr. We get a bit resentful because we're doing it to get back. But in fact, we don't get back, right? If you think about it with our partners or family. So over this season, just notice yourself. But instead, if you need some help, the ability to receive, that muscle, that energetic muscle to receive, okay, is so important. So to be able to say, you know what, I could really do your help with helping me with the dinner tonight, yeah? I would love if you could help me with that, yeah? So it doesn't need to be like, oh my God, it's a terrible thing to ask for help. Or at work, or wherever you are, could you help me with that? In starting a business, you know, how do I get plus? Could you help me with that? I have these blocks that I believe that I cannot make the same income as I have in a corporate career, even though I've made money for these multi-million-dollar companies like I was, like you're doing too, right? But I don't believe I can do it for myself, yeah? That's what you need help with, right? So it's the ability to ask for help. So it's the ability to receive help when it's offered to you, even receive a compliment. So I know me, when I used to receive a compliment, I'd just be like, oh no, they were like, oh, that you've done a really good job. I'd be like, no, not really, because I haven't done this, but which is horrible to the person giving you the compliment as well, right? Because they don't get that, they're like, oh my God, for fuck's sake. You know, it feels horrible. Give someone a compliment and watch them bat it back. It feels horrible, okay? So long story short, my client had problems receiving compliments. She had issues receiving gifts. She has struggles asking for help in every circumstance in her life. So just recognize if you find that she didn't want to be a burden to her friends, her family, her work, her boss, her colleagues, even though they were there, right? Some of them were there for her and she could call on them, but she didn't do it. So really, it's not a money block per se, because money, you will learn in Fast Cash Freedom, is just energy, right? We have this belief we've got to work really hard, it's never going to come. I mean, let's face it, how many of us have ever really been homeless? Yeah, the rare exception, I mean really homeless, right? Not like you've had to go stay with your mom or, you know, a friend. I mean, on the streets, money hasn't come in to even cover the bare basics, okay? Very unlikely, right? Very unlikely for most of us in this position that I'm talking to, okay? Yet we believe it, don't we? Our fear is, oh my God, it's not going to come in. But what if you believed, of course it's going to come in. It always comes in. I trust. You know, it's just reoccurring. It just comes in. And you are actually energetically configured, if you like, to earn a certain kind of money, okay? So whatever you've done in the past, you can do again, okay? So even if you've done it from a corporate position, it's very easy for you to create that for yourself. What's going to be your block is to go over that ceiling. So whatever you're earning now, and I want you to get this, you can earn it, yeah, from your own business, easily, yeah? Because your subconscious and your conscious, even that ego mind that is trying to hold you back, knows you can do that. It's evidence that's available. Anything beyond that, only that longing and that soul knows, that bigger expanded version of us that we don't believe in, that is driving us forward, okay? Knows that. And that's available to you too. And that's why she matched her income, then doubled it, then quadrupled it, like myself, right? But the work I had to do was to dismantle these beliefs that I have, okay? And get receiving. I had to literally sit on my hands to let my, when I was dating, before I met my husband, to just let the guy pay for me. Because no, I've got to pay half, you know. So I let that start to happen. I let friends treat me. I ask for help. I invest in myself. I have over and over again. I recommend you do too, yeah? In whatever calls you, okay? Yeah, you know, and that's what opened me up to receive energetically. It's not just practical, it's practical as well. I do both, and I will give you the practical tool as well today, okay? So your little homework task, and I'd love to hear about it, is to do that, to ask for help. If somebody offers you help, to receive it. If someone gives you a compliment, to say thank you, nothing else. If you can't say anything else, don't take it back, don't say no. Just say thank you so much and really take it in. And feel how difficult that feels as well. And feel how difficult it is for you to ask help. That's how difficult it is for you to receive money at the moment. But with that energetic shift in that space, in any space, it will also translate into your money space, okay? So this is the kind of spoiler alert. If you can't receive money, it's really not a money block. It's like a genuine compliment from someone and you can't receive that, or a cup of coffee that's given to you with joy and gratitude, or then it will be hard to receive money. It'll also be hard to receive love, right? If you're trying to attract a soulmate, it's all the same. Energy is energy and synergy. So when you can receive in one area, it's like a domino effect. And that's why these things fall into place all together. Yeah? Let me know if that makes sense. So, what we did with my client is we did something what I call immersive processes. That's what the process we do in Fast Cash to Freedom in the Liberate Me system are immersive. They're quick, they're effective, they're simple. I like shortcuts and I like to move things forward quickly. So we found out exactly where those beliefs were coming from, when and how they were implanted in her subconscious mind, that took it on as a block, took it on to be truth. Negative beliefs associated with receiving, and we reprogrammed that very easily. And then so take a pen out for you to quickly look at this yourself. So look at, how do you feel about money? What's your relationship with money about? It's all about relationships. Your relationship will dictate what happens with money. Okay? So when I say money to you, does it make you feel stressed out? Are you worried about the bills? You're like, or do you feel like joy? Now, if you feel stressed out or anything other than joy, money doesn't want to hang around with you. Just imagine if money was a person. It doesn't want to hang around with you. Because if you're like, oh, there's Anita, gosh, she really stresses me out. I don't want to look at her. I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to spend time with her. It's the same with money. Okay? I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Okay? Getting hot in here. So it's the same with money. And what was your mum's relationship? What was your mum like around money? So my mum was always like, money doesn't go in trees. You got to hold on to it. Don't let it go. You got to work hard for it. Yeah. It's not easy. Yeah. You got to prove yourself over and over again. What about you? Write all that down, what their relationship was like, your mum and dad's, okay? Because you will be replicating that on some level. And then it's about, hold on a minute, is that really true? And that's your work to dismantle that, because you may believe it is true at the moment, right? It feels real, I get that. So it's really about dismantling those and releasing those. And the quickest way to do that is to use that tool, okay? Accept a compliment, ask for help, and really allow yourself to receive it, okay? In all the different ways. So that's your little tool. Let me know how it goes. So this is how we subconsciously replicate realities. So this is how people come out of the corporate world and create another prison for themselves and create another 24-hour job that's really stressful and earn less money. What the frick is the point of that? Don't do that. That's not what we do here, okay? It's because it's been driven by your subconscious, okay? It's like an auto freaking pilot until we go, whoa. Oh, no, not the tree over. Until we go, whoa, right? And we pull it back, and that's the work we do, okay? The work isn't that it's not possible for you. The work is to work on the fears and beliefs and where that subconscious root wound, as I call it, is coming from. Once we remove that, the world is your freaking oyster, okay? Things falling into place very easily. What else? Is there anything else I wanted to say? So that was the essential piece. I think that was everything. Let me have your questions. Let me know how you're experiencing. Let me know one thing that you got out of today and with the others as well. Let me know one thing that you've taken away from it, because it helps you to really embed it and acknowledge it, okay? So the offer I have, as you may know, is I have 2 places at the moment open on the program Fast Cash to Freedom, the Liberate Me system, okay, which is very different. I do things very different here, but it's really fun. So I've opened up some slots, before Christmas, over this week. The year isn't over, and this will give you a head start, okay? And it does mean you access 18 days of extra support as well over the 12 weeks, okay? Because we're officially closed down for a little while, but I'm going to still open that up to those action takers that I love. So if you're feeling like that, or you're in a job you're tired of, and the only reason you're not doing it because you've got these fears and these beliefs, then let's have a chat. Yeah, I have 5 places to have calls this week. I have 2 places on the program left this year. Anything else I wanted to say? The hurry up, they would fill up fast. So if you have an inkling, we're getting a call. Okay, there should be a link somewhere for you to book it. And essentially, you know, you may be invited to work with me. You may not be, and that's okay too, because it's not for everyone, and that's cool. But you will certainly get some insights into your challenges, what's holding you back, and some nuggets on how to move forward. And I may direct you to different types of help as well, okay? So thanks for being here today. I'm going to go relax my arm. It's literally shaking. Love you so much. Let me have any questions you have as well, okay? I'll see you for day 5 tomorrow. Bye.